I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
The switch is rusted, but it still works.
A fake train. Ha! What a clever and devilish trick.
Mines. This is interesting. It would be quite possible for someone to redirect the train towards the mines.
Here are the mines, Holmes. They appear to be abandoned. This mine has completely collapsed, Holmes.
It is curious, but to be truthful, I am not entirely surprised.
Holmes.
Someone removed these screws, most probably to take down the rails. A few feet of the rails have been dismantled. This is an unusual kind of paper, stiff, and let us look inside. Sawdust. I am almost certain it is a... Watson, could you assist, please? Do you have your pistol? Good.
Dynamite.
This box must be the safe. Let's open it. The Mexican company Caracal and the Chilean Barcazas both want to buy the mines. I need more information. Perhaps Mycroft could help.
What should we do next, Holmes?
The distance between the tracks is about 4 feet. A lightly loaded vehicle came this way. There is a wooden beam lying on the rails. A small vehicle with wooden...
What should we do next, Holmes? Holmes, look. There's a flooded area over here.
I believe that the flooded area might be worth checking. This railway branch should lead to the quarry. Let us take a look. The switch is rusted, but it...
A funny character. He looks anxious.
And he is not an Englishman. This scent is familiar to me, but in order to recognize it, I'm... A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. Ricardo.
You already know the name of this man? Holmes, you amaze me.
No, Watson, I refer to the cigar. It is a Ricardo Turrent, a Mexican cigar. This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs. A greenish-brown cigar with... These ashes and cigar stubs are similar to the one that we found on the floor. Some of the stubs were recently smoked.
That means...
Well concluded, my dear fellow. A man who smoked the Ricardo... Apparently, there was a conflict between the Mexicans and the Chileans. This ashtray is full of ash.
Newspaper articles on horse racing. Hurdle, steeplechase and flat race.
Betting slips for horse racing. The sums are quite impressive.
It can be an expensive vice.
I asked Mycroft to find out some info. Here is his reply. A telegraph. Watson, would you like some tea?
No.
Railway post. This post bag belongs to the state. The station master appears to have found him. Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. John Watson. We are investigating the case.
Is that so? Well, good day, gentlemen. I am Mr. Duff, the station master of this.
It appears that you may be at risk of some flood.
You mean that the whole bloody lake is at our feet?
Quite so. But it is strange, because according to my map, there should be a quarry here.
How should I know?
And
I was working in Nottingham, but I asked for a quieter place, so they transferred me here.
did any passengers leave or board the train?
No. I saw no one as usual. I reported the train's passage.
I observe that you are a gambling man, Mr. Duff. You had hoped that your relocation to this small town...
I beg your pardon? Addiction to what?
We found a number of horse racing tickets inside your office. Well, we all... An expensive obsession, surely, for a station master.
It is none of your business. I occasionally attend the race.
There was a gentleman of Mexican origin, I believe, in the waiting...
What? A Mexican? Here in the...
Goodbye, sir. It is obvious that we cannot inspect the quarry. Instead, we can check...
The man at Doncaster who flared our approach, he smokes...
Yes, Watson. We should...
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
Please, sir, we would ask you not to leave. We have some questions.
Are you the police?
No, we are employed by the railway company. We are collecting witness statements about the train that disappeared last night.
Lo siento, I'm in a hurry.
Really? It seemed that you were waiting here for someone.
No, I just arrived.
A formidable journey, no doubt.
De Chile.
Chile? But
No, you are wrong. Why would you think I'm Mexican?
because of your cigars.
Sí, cigarrillos. So what?
Those cigars are the Ricardo brand.
Pero not your
I don't suppose that...
I was to meet my fellow compañeros. Where did you arrive? I will stay here and hope that the authorities find them. Or their bodies.
Who authorized...
The company.
Could you tell me the...
It's not your...
And what is your name?
Enough questions!
Not a very friendly man, and he is lying. He said that he just arrived, but we know that he has been here for several days. What should...
The rail is rusted and looks old, but the railway is still usable. The railway ends here. That is strange.
All these trains and railway stations, Chileans, Mexicans, and Robinson with his prototype. Holmes, I'm utterly lost.
Here we are at the beach that is located near the quarry and Doncaster station. It doesn't look like a very good place to rest. These traces were made by a carriage. Look. The distance between the tracks is about... The vehicle pressed this stone into the ground. It would have been quite heavy. The vehicle would have been heavy, as these traces are relatively fresh and were the traces found at the disassembled shed near Evesham and at the lake. An advertisement for lake cruises. An abandoned gypsy caravan. this place was abandoned fairly recently. Observing the coastline and the moored boats, we are able to see that the lake's water level dropped. The lake has flooded the quarry. The dam was probably breached. A label with the My search should... My search... Here it is.
All these trains and rail... Then the case is solved, Holmes. What do you intend to do?
Well, I shall require assistance for the arrests. There were accomplices.
Ah, but I know that look. You have your own ideas. What are they, Holmes?
On the one hand, we have Mycroft and his tedious political games. He will but it will be a long and drawn-out process, and possibly our other option is the local constabulary and advice. The problem we have there is that the authorities seem to be incapable of acting quietly. They rely all the same. I think that I prefer the forces methods. It would be better to resolve the case quickly and efficiently without any talk of politics.
Let us go home, then. I'd like to begin writing a draft of this story.
No, I did not say that we had finished here yet.
Well, all right. What did I miss?
Watson, we know that the Barkazas Company directors were drowned in the flooded quarry, along with the train and Robinson's prototype. But we still need to corner the guilty party.
But how do you intend to prove... Oh, no. Please don't tell me we have to dive into the lake.
Huh. You may rest assured that I have a far better idea. We have only to use our corrupt Doncaster station master as bait. He will unwittingly trap our Mexican friend.
Of course, you already had.
Well, the case is solved, and we shall be heading home. May we have 2 tickets to London, please?
Right away. Wait a minute. You've solved the case?
In a manner of speaking. Can you believe that the rescue service miraculously saved one of the Chileans who were on board the train? The police have ordered his immediate escort to London on the next train.
He pulled through, then? He's alive?
Yes, by extreme good fortune. His condition is quite serious, and the method of transportation... The gentleman carries some vital information on this case.
Ah, really?
Your station will be famous, Mr. Duff. The journalists will be here before you know it. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Gentlemen, you are under arrest.
Caramba! You traitor! You double-crossed me!
Good shot, Watson. I always knew you were a talented marksman.
I didn't want another life lost in this case, Holmes.
Oh my God! I thought I was a dead man.
You shouldn't be so glad about it. You'll be up before the judge.
Your testimony will be of great importance to the investigation. I would remind you that your cooperation will be the best way to ease your sentence. By the way, Watson, would you be so kind as to give me some shooting lessons later on?
Yes, but not in our sitting room, and not with you wearing a blindfold. Holmes, what happened?
I feel deathly.
And you look it. Let me examine you. Please don't tell me that you've returned to your old habits. The pupil is dilated. The temperature appears to be normal. I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats. I need to concentrate and count the heart. A weak pulse, around 50 beats per minute. But you're dying, Holmes. Your pulse rate is dropping. We need to get you to the hospital immediately.
The antidote. Give it to me.
The antidote? You mean that you're poisoned?
Now. Please.
Here, drink it all. Don't tell me that you did this to yourself.
Hemlock and datura. I was compelled to.
Holmes, imagine if I'd not returned home when I did. What might have happened?
I knew that you would.
Mr. Holmes, Inspector Lestrade is here to see you.
Mr. Holmes is unable to see anyone at the moment. He is unwell.
A good day, Inspector.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. I'm glad to find you here. I need your help. This is a strange one. We have brought in 2 young bankers from the city, sons of lords, members of the chamber, and so on and so forth. They were found stranded in a rowing boat that was drifting on the Thames.
A romantic escapade with an unhappy ending, Lestrade.
What? Well, yes, they were both in the bath, but... what?
As I said.
And they were tied together.
You are lacking in imagination, Inspector.
Well, no, I'm not. Anyway, there was a banner flapping about in the boat with the RMS Oceanic printed on it and signed by the Merry Men.
The Oceanic? Isn't that the largest...
Yes, and these 2 young banker chaps are sons of the owners of the White Star Line, the company that built it. There are rumours of corruption.
I'm not interested in politics, Lestrade.
I'll keep it then. Here's another one that's a bit more complex and maybe to your liking. It's a murder, but we're unable to find any weapon. We haven't touched anything. It's at the Roman Baths in Strand Lane.
A murder, a vanishing weapon, the Roman Baths. That's for us. Watson, fetch your hat. On the sofa for the 3rd time today. Well, don't be surprised if Watson sits on you again. My analysis...
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
My archive. This is where My archive. I can always consult with it, if needed.
dreadful place.
With a dreadful murder. The body of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the steam room. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes. I shall be waiting for you here, but please hurry.
Are you able to identify the men who were with the victim in the steam room?
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the City Council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name of Blinkhorn. I think the plump one, Garrow, did it. He doesn't seem right in the head.
Well, we shall see. You found no murder weapon?
No, and that's why I called you. All three witnesses and the victim were locked in when the murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here. We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see. Was there anyone else here?
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the one who called the police. He'll be able to give you more details.
What should we do?
Any progress, Mr. Holmes?
Are the steam rooms on the other side, Mr. Holmes? Are the steam rooms on the other side, Mr. Holmes?
Frigidarium. The steam room. These clothes belong to one of the suspects from the steam room. Clothes belonging to one of the suspects. Expensive clothes belonging to one of the men from the steam room. Champagne for a special occasion. An ice bucket to keep the champagne chilled. Unopened, it was intended to be enjoyed after the steam session.
Good Lord, Holmes.
Death with a peculiarly Roman piquancy.
Like the one you almost had an hour ago.
Let us forget about that.
There was only one hit from the weapon. It pierced the right eye straight through to the brain. Death would have been instantaneous.
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This pool is rather large. Look, Watson. He was wearing a ring. He very likely removed it before the steam session. Some dirt or earth. I'll take a sample.
Well, death is very recent. Between 30 minutes to 1 hour ago.
I think we have found all that we can here, taking into consideration the abysmal lighting. Constable, we have finished with the body.
We don't have many leads here.
What concerns me is that we still have to find the murder weapon.
Mr. Holmes?
Please have the body removed without disturbing anything else in the room.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
I was wondering, Holmes, it's fairly reckless to carry out a murder inside a closed chamber. Why do you suppose they did it?
There are a great many possibilities. The murderer was in a hurry, or he is an artist, or a ghost, or he wanted to ensure that I'd be brought in on the case.
Probably the latter. You are ridiculous. Do you know that? I'm always wondering what's on...
G. Newell and Sons, steam specialists, Seattle, WA. With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away. One lens is cracked, probably due to the temperature of the brazier. These lenses are for myopia. The wearer is short-sighted. The brazier is still burning. The heat here is extreme. It is too hot. I can't... I will need something to pick up this...
Mr. Holmes?
Good day to you, Mr. Phillips. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my colleague, Dr. Watson. Would you be so kind as to answer our questions?
Certainly, sir.
Please tell us the chain of events from the start of your day. Everything that you can remember. The slightest detail may be of importance.
Very well, sir. I came in at 6:30 this morning, and I opened the baths. I made sure that the room was clean, and I prepared the towels. The brazier was still burning.
There was a fire burning all night.
Yes, Sir Gregory ordered me to light the brazier yesterday. It takes some time until the room is... The gentleman had a meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. I wanted everything to be perfect. They'd been in the steam room for 20 minutes when I suddenly heard shouting. I ran to the door, but it was closed. I couldn't open it. So I ran out to the street to call for the police. One constable came up. Then Inspector Lestrade came along, and he... No one. Until these gentlemen arrived. Sir Greg, and then... While we were discussing work details, Sir Rodney and Mr. Blinkhorn arrived, and Mr. Garrow followed.
What happened after that?
I waited until they'd all entered. The changing room door was open, so I should hear if they needed anything.
You would have heard if someone had entered or left.
Certainly, sir. These doors make a lot of noise.
There is a bottle of champagne on ice in the changing.
There is? Are you quite certain? These baths are...
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can...
Please wait. This area serves as Sir Rodney Bentcliffe's workshop. Glass plate negatives, a remarkable method for a glass plate negative is missing. It is a glass plate negative of an Egyptian statue. Archaeological findings. Old A shape has been cut in the plate. What should be done with it? Archaeological findings. Old tools used by archaeologists in their research. I will need these.
My God, are you all right? I wonder how this could have happened.
Yes, it is somewhat treacherous. Fortunately, I am unscathed. To where does this corridor lead?
To the frigidarium, the coal room.
Barely unscathed and by a very small margin. We don't have many leads here. Those stones weigh tons.
It does not matter. If our investigation requires...
Mr. Holmes?
All these events are...
I should analyze this melted metal.
It's horrible. So Rodney, he's dead. Got me. I'm in shock.
It's horrible. I can't...
I should check this blood sample. This key was covered in blood. I should... How many people...
We have just the one key for now.
So, this morning you
I put the key inside my desk, but when they called, I couldn't find it. It had disappeared. But
Did you leave the baths at any time?
no, sir, I did not.
You are not telling the truth, Mr. Phillips. You left your work this morning, and you went to the post office, where you dispatched a telegram.
But how could...
The telegram was for...
Mr. Holmes, it's I left the baths at 7:20. My sister wrote to me yesterday. I was away for 20 minutes. And I...
Did you receive...
No, she wasn't meant to. I just told her to pawn my old school...
Did you check to see if the key was still in your desk when you returned?
No, I didn't. Please, Mr. Holmes, don't tell the police about this. Sir Gregory would give me the sack. I need this job.
I see.
Have you found some...
He's bad.
Mr. Holmes?
None, Lestrade. This is where I... Here it is.
By the eye he was punished, for he saw that he was...
On the sofa for the third... Pyrite. otherwise known as fool's gold. Selenite. White clay particles. Interesting. According to the color and its composition, I deduce that this sample is white clay. Now, I need to find which area near London this sample belongs to. The sample of dirt belongs to the White London clay region, located. Let us analyze this blood. This blood has not coagulated well. It seems very liquid. That is strange. Let us see what is inside it. Hydrogen peroxide will bring any foreign matter to the surface. I must take a pipette and place several drops of hydrogen peroxide. I must take a pipette. Water. This blood is heavily diluted with water. This is a piece of metal taken from a brazier. It appears to be silver, but I need to be sure. If it is silver, it will be possible to melt it, since silver's melting point is at around 900 degrees Celsius. Let us compare this sample with a silver penny by testing it with acid. If it changes color to match the result of a reaction with a silver coin, I must take a The reaction is the same red stain. My analysis.
What should we do next, Holmes? What should we do?
Mr. Holmes? Good day to you, Mr. Holmes. Mr. Holmes?
This ring was most likely the one that Sir Rodney wore. He removed it. I see the join. This ring was repaired, and quite badly too, with silver. An Egyptian symbol. It is a very...
Why on earth would they wear such a
very pertinent... An old and rather dirty coin. Rodney Bentcliffe's notebook. The last pages. We must find a way of retrieving Sir Rodney's last lines. Watson, please... To begin with, a few strokes of the pencil will be enough. I don't want to damage the traces. and then to gently smudge the leftover pencil marks with a hand.
Mr. Holmes, the coroner had... But what are you doing? Tampering with the evidence?
I prefer to make them talk. Today, I almost found it. This date will go down in history. Sir Rodney was about to make...
Wonderful.
I could retrieve only the final words. The rest of it is lost. Perhaps the autopsy will assist us in that matter.
I'm not sure that I can allow you to...
I am sure that you must, Constable.
Well...
A hand-drawn map. An ordinary pen. A file with herbs.
It's the St. John's wort flower, Holmes. It's commonly used as a drug against melancholia. However, an overdosage might lead to a...
When Garrow found Sir Rodney dead, Sir Gregory Pitkin's visiting card. A fountain pen. An embroidered... Locked.
An unusual wound, inflicted by a curved knife, which resulted in According to the coroner, there were no cardiac problems nor lung congestion, but there were traces of fungus, possibly
Some light bruising, caused by a rope. The bruising is in lines. They were caused by a rope around the waist. Sir Rodney was descending somewhere.
The coroner observed no stomach nor liver disease, if we're to accept that Sir Rodney was an occasional... I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
Good day to you, Mr. Holmes.
Please escort this suspect. Good day to you, Sir Gregory. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder that took place this morning. Would you mind answering a few questions?
Tell me, Mr. Holmes, will I need to stay here for very much longer?
You are the manager of the baths, is that correct?
Yes, I'm passionate about archaeology. I wanted to restore the road. Living archaeology can be a profitable business, although now I'm not so sure.
I see. When do you wish to begin using the baths?
When the archaeological researches are over, I will be free to complete the restoration. It is the usual process.
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney Bentcliffe?
You were not particularly close. He had an unpleasant temperament, suspicious, authoritative. People possessed by genius may be forgiven for their nature, but not by me.
Was he obstructive?
Not at all. Everything he did led us to greater success. He helped us increase the potential of the building.
Please tell me what happened this morning.
The test that we performed this morning was a success. The steam was working well. Then, of course...
What did you see?
The steam was too thick to see anything. But ask Garrow. He saw the body first.
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any
Look, I'm not a suspicious fellow, but I think that he had professional interests elsewhere.
Why should you
I have no idea. But after...
How was the work progressing before Sir...
Rather slowly, I would say.
How was the work progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather slowly, I would say.
Sir Gregory, could you please explain this letter? You expressed the wish to call off the research work at the baths.
It was all about Blinkhorn. He was merrily digging away and taking very little care about it, ruining everything and finding nothing of any value.
But the arrival of Sir Rodney...
Sir Rodney's work was extremely promising, and it was good for...
Are you aware that Mr. Garrow is under a form of medication?
Garrow? No.
Do you believe him to be capable of murder?
Well, he did have blood on him.
Some melted silver was found inside...
Silver?
Did you bring a bottle of champagne?
Absolutely not.
Please... Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am assisting the police with their investigation. Would you mind if I ask...
Not at all, Mr. Holmes.
What is your...
I'm an archaeologist, specializing in the Roman period. Well, we're hoping to retrieve a great many interesting artifacts from the site, and to list any items...
And what was your...
Well, I couldn't say that he was a kind man, no. But he was talented. I felt a great admiration for him, I must say.
Was it your first collaboration?
I had met Sir Rodney briefly once in Egypt, and surprisingly, my work did convince him to come. Well, Sir Rodney was a cold man, and so very secretive too. But I learned...
Can you tell me?
Well, we entered the steam room, and we all went to sit down. The steam was... I just heard Mr. Garrow shouting, but we all ran for the door and bumped into each other. I was very alarmed by this point.
What did you do?
Well, the door was stuck, and with all the steam, it was quite frightening. I was barely able to see my own feet. Garrow was...
Do you believe that Garrow...
Oh, no.
Can you recall any...
Well, yesterday...
Is that...
No. Sir Rodney informed me that he... Then he advised me of quite the...
Do you
Certainly. It's the famous Aswan ring. Sir Rodney brought it back from his last...
And he...
Sir Rodney has had his...
What can you tell me about Garrow?
Well, he always looks so sad. And he has been... I will keep him...
How well were your researches progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather well.
This letter reveals that Sir Gregory...
Yes. But since Sir Rodney's arrival...
What will...
Well, I haven't thought about that. But if it's needed, I will...
We discovered some
No. Silver, you say? No.
Did you place the bottle of
No, I didn't.
Please escort... A good day to you. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
I am Tristram Garrow.
What is your occupation?
I am a counsellor at the...
What were you...
Well, I follow the research...
You follow them?
Yes. So many things happened and we need to know.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Garrow.
I...
What was it like to...
It was like working with a genius. He was a hard man, and he...
Are you feeling unwell?
I'm sorry. It is I remember.
Do you need anything?
I feel bad.
Please try to recall...
The room was so hot, I had to remove my glasses. I was not feeling so very well in there.
But you found the body.
I saw the knife, you know, flying through the air. I saw the blood. I tried to escape. I don't remember.
Saw the knife? What did it look like?
Everything was as if in a nightmare. It all happened so fast. The knife was shining like gold.
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any recent strange...
Well, he had been rather secretive these past few days. When he returned, it was very late. He showed me some wet coins, Roman coins, and he started to laugh. His ring! Oh, it should be destroyed.
Why do you say...
It is a cursed ring, digging dark secrets.
Really?
It is after me now. I know it. This is the coin that he showed me.
It must be very rare.
No, Thank you. Thank you. This will help me to calm down.
Do be careful.
I will.
We discovered some melted silver in the bread.
It didn't help. The power is too...
Did you place the bottle...
What?
Garrow appears to be rather mentally disturbed, either... Locked.
Mr. Holmes?
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly. Watson, pack your bag. We are visiting a location in St. Albans marked on Sir Rodney's map.
We don't have many...
This archaeological site has been abandoned. Why did Bentcliffe come here? This is the map of the site. Vulcan, the god of fire and metalworking. The Cyclops, a one-eyed creature helping construction hooks. Neptune, the god of the sea. It is a statue of Minerva. It is a broken statue of a bull. This is the map of the site. The gastrofettes were used with ropes and hooks for sieges. The gastrofettes were used with ropes and hooks for sieges. This is a reproduction of an ancient Greek crossbow. This is a The door has been left open. This railway is used to This wall was covered with mud recently. This wall was excavating tools, a bucket. I can see now. Frigidarium. It is located at the Roman Baths in London. Construction. The door has been left.
Have you...
There are 12 pieces here. Let's try to gather them. I will count this piece as a start. It is a mould, and it is ready for casting. The mould is prepared for casting. We just need to fill it with certain material. Sir Rodney has made a reconstruction of the mythical golden knife. He seemed unafraid of maledictions, and yet... Half a glass of water should be enough to create a plaster solution. Now let us see what we have here.
This knife is very similar to that described by the coroner as the weapon that killed Sir Rodney.
You should not leap to any hasty conclusions, Watson. Let us try to create an object from silver. It will take a minute to melt the silver with my gas burner. Done. Now I can... The mold is hot. I should wait for it to cool. Done. A homemade... Excellent. We have created a knife with this...
It was extremely clever to create a weapon that could
My... Construction hooks. It is a statue of Minerva. Neptune, the god of the sea. Locked.
An unusual...
Please. What can you tell?
Oh, so much.
Were you?
I see you are an It is said that it bears the only text explaining
I understand.
a myth. The knife would provide immortality only to the worthy one, and yet it is cursed, and it would kill you.
Did you expect to find?
Well, Sir Rodney thought that it might be. They are so extraordinary, and we had hoped. As soon as I've been released, I will continue, Sir.
Please. Perhaps you could
No, there is.
But Sir
He was wrong. I have visions.
Calm. Please. The paintings in the baths are
Yes, they are what...
And that is why Sir...
He believed that the golden knife, which is an ancient ritual item, was hidden somewhere around the baths.
And you are not
You mean the curse? Before someone is dead, it is a blessing.
Mr. Holmes, we've cleared the corridor.
Thank you.
All these events are bad for the...
Perhaps I could find some clues by activating the flagstones. A hidden symbol. A hidden sign. A symbol. Now I have all the clues to help me find where these symbols are leading. All I... The signs are pointing to this.
What is this place?
I am unsure, Watson, but everything points to the fact that it was the last place visited by Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. We are approaching the end of this mystery.
What should...
A sack of crude salt. I cannot see anything. I need some light. I cannot see anything. I need some light. A broken glass plate. What is it? How very peculiar.
Why would Sir Rodney have brought such a...
Mithras, the god, clothed... This fresco resembles Mummified bodies. The pillar collapsed along. The fire casts a shadow upon the floor. That is the symbol of... It resembles a bull. It is very similar to the face of Mithras. That This shadow seems to represent... The shadows show us the way to go. We will find Mithras after Neptune, the bull. We cannot go... Mummified bodies. Mummified... A shovel.
I'm always...
Done. Watson, could you please use this negative and... Thank you, Watson. Now I must use reagents to develop the photograph. Ice cream. Ice. Salt. Another archaeologist. The Pyramids of Giza. Sir Rodney. Ice cream in the desert.
So that's it. Salt and crushed ice.
If I wish to shape the ice knife, then I need to pour water in. Ice, salt, and then the mixing. It should be elementary. Before beginning, I must remember that
Holmes, look. The temperature is reducing.
excellent. Now we must check to ensure that it is an ice weapon. An ice knife.
It's the perfect weapon. It enables one to kill a man and... What should we do next, Holmes?
We should use these metal rings to... We should... There might be something behind... I have to find a way of... We should... I should use... I should use the... I should use... I should use the... I should use... I should use... I should use... We should use...